इंसाफ की चौखट तक तो आप पहुंच गए, पर क्या सिस्टम ने दरवाजा पहले ही बंद कर दिया है? आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इस ताले की चाबी आपके हाथ में दे दी है।
FIR blocked? The Supreme Court just ended the police settlement trap. The conflict between you and the system doesn't start in a courtroom. It starts at a wooden desk in a police station. Today, the Supreme Court of India sent a signal that could change how justice begins for every ordinary Indian. Because if the police can stall your case in the name of a settlement, the law loses before a judge even picks up the file. But that was just the first fault line today. From the hidden unfairness in property auctions to a 28-year-old criminal conviction being overturned, today's legal news didn't stay inside the case files. It hit the streets. Before we break down these high-impact signals, make sure to subscribe to KanoonPlus. Your rights are your power, don't let them be silenced. Share your views in the comments below. In Kuldeep Singh versus State of Punjab, inside the Supreme Court today, the biggest public impact signal hit the very first step of the criminal justice system. In many police stations, when you go to file a complaint, you aren't met with a pen and a register, you're met with persuasion. You're told, let's first settle this. The court has now drawn a hard line. If a complaint discloses a cognizable offence, the FIR must be registered immediately. Reconciliation, mediation, and convenience cannot be used as a padlock to shut the first gate of justice. Access to the law begins the moment the state recognizes your complaint. No more delays. No more friendly settlements at the cost of your rights. In Ashwini Kumar Upadhyay versus Union of India, for years, a massive debate has simmered. Why does it take 5 years to become a lawyer when an engineer qualifies in 4? A high-profile PIL tried to force the court to fast-track legal education. But the Supreme Court stood firm and refused to intervene. This refusal is a loud message. Judges will not redesign the legal profession from the bench. The gate remains at 5 years, and the keys are held by the Bar Council, not the court. If you want to wear the black robes, there are no judicial shortcuts. The grind stays. Om Sakti Sekar versus V. Sukumar case hits property owners and investors directly. We are often told that once a bank auction is confirmed, it's over, it's final. But today, the Supreme Court shattered that myth. The court clarified that even a confirmed sale can be reopened if the valuation was a sham or the reserve price was inadequate. Finality cannot be used as a mask for unfairness. If an asset was sold for peanuts under the cover of a lawful auction, the door to review is now officially open. Fairness just beat finality. In 1998 gang rape case arising out of Uttarakhand, the evidence crisis impacted the case negatively. In one of the most sensitive rulings of the day, the bench of Justice Pankaj Mithal and Justice Prasanna B. Varale set aside the convictions of 4 men in a 8-year-old case. This wasn't about being soft on crime. It was about the discipline of the law. The court found that the sole testimony relied upon simply did not inspire confidence. When the foundation of a prosecution's case is shaky, the law demands the benefit of doubt. Criminal punishment cannot rest on evidence that doesn't hold up under the light of truth. If you look at these 4 signals together, a single theme emerges. Fairness cannot be blocked. Not by a police officer's settlement talk, not by a fast-track education plea, not by an unfair property sale, and not by doubtful evidence. But here is the real question. Are you just watching the system, or are you watching it evolve? This is about power, your rights, and the future of India's legal gates. So, the big question follows. Should a police officer face a criminal FIR themselves if they intentionally delay your registration? Should the consequence be a simple suspension, or is it time for criminal liability for the officers who block the law? Tell me your view in the comments. For the latest legal developments explained with clarity and real meaning, subscribe to KanoonPlus. Jai Hind and Adios.